I met my husband, Ryan, 3 years ago at a mutual friend's barbecue. He was the funny guy flipping burgers, and we hit it off instantly, chatting about everything from our favorite travel spots to quirky childhood memories. Fast forward. He proposed last year on a romantic beach trip, down on one knee with the waves crashing behind us, ring in hand, tears in both our eyes as the sun set in a blaze of orange and pink. We got married 6 months ago, honeymooned in Hawaii where we spent lazy days snorkeling and evening stargazing, and life felt like a dream. I'm a nurse, working long shifts at the hospital but loving the fulfillment it brings. He's in sales, always closing deals with that charismatic smile. We just bought a cozy starter home with a little garden I've been tending, planting flowers and herbs, and we've been talking about starting a family soon. No major red flags. He's attentive, we communicate well, share hobbies like weekend hikes through nearby trails, and cooking elaborate meals together on lazy Sundays. But yesterday, everything cracked. I was organizing old photos on his phone. With his permission, we share everything, from passwords to daily schedules, and stumbled on a deleted text thread from the night before the proposal. From his ex, Jenna, they dated for 2 years, broke up amicably before me. Great seeing you tonight. That kiss was unexpected, but needed. Call me. Ryan's reply, yeah, intense. Let's keep it between us. My stomach dropped, a cold wave washing over me as I reread it, my hands shaking. I confronted him calmly over dinner, the pasta I'd made sitting untouched as I showed him the screen. He turned pale, swore it was just closure drinks at a quiet pub near his old apartment. No kiss. And the text was her being dramatic and over-emotional. He deleted it to avoid drama, not wanting to upset me right before such a big moment. But why hide it at all? He claims innocence, saying he met her to get advice on the proposal since she knows me casually through mutual circles. And it was all platonic reminiscing about old times. I'm spiraling. Is this cheating? Or am I being paranoid over nothing? The wedding was perfect, with our closest friends toasting to our future. But now doubts flood in, tainting every happy memory. Reddit, could this be innocent? How do I dig without ruining us? Especially when I still wear the ring every day and glance at our wedding photos on the mantle. Update 1. Thanks for the mix of support and tough love. Most said trust my gut and verify independently, which resonated deeply as I lay awake replaying our happiest moments. Last night, after a sleepless debate in our living room, surrounded by the throw pillows we'd picked out together on a whim, I pushed Ryan for the full timeline, my voice steady, but my heart racing. He admitted they met at a downtown pub, not a bar like he first said, a small detail that nagged at me, talked for hours about life and past regrets, and she gave him ring shopping tips, even suggesting styles based on what she'd heard about my tastes. But the kiss text? He claims it was a hug she misread in her emotional state, and he replied vaguely to shut her down without escalating things. I asked to see his location history on the phone. It matched the pub's address, but why delete the thread entirely? He got defensive, his face flushing as he paced the room, saying I don't trust him enough after all we've built, and that digging into this could unravel the foundation of our marriage. To check without alerting him further, I texted our mutual friend who knows Jenna, discreetly, framing it as casual catch-up, my fingers hovering over the send button for minutes before pressing it. She confirmed Ryan and Jenna did meet that night, but added that Jenna had bragged to her about rekindling sparks with an ex recently, describing a charged evening full of lingering glances and what sounded like more than friendly vibes. My heart sank, a heavy weight settling in my chest as I read the response in the dim light of our bedroom. Ryan swears it's lies, that Jenna's bitter from their breakup and spreading rumors to sabotage his happiness. Now he's offering to cut her off completely, even blocking her number right in front of me. But I'm sleeping on the couch, the sheets feeling cold and unfamiliar, replaying our proposal in my head, the joy on his face, the promise of forever. It all feels tainted now, like a beautiful painting with hidden cracks. I've booked a solo weekend at a secluded cabin in the woods to think, packing my bags with a mix of anger and confusion. Is this forgivable if it turns out innocent? Or the start of something worse that could shatter everything? Advice on rebuilding trust, or knowing when to walk away. Update 2. Reddit. Your pushes for financial checks were eye-opening, a step I hadn't considered amid the emotional fog. While at the cabin, surrounded by towering pines and the quiet rustle of leaves, I logged into our shared banking app. We merged after marriage, a decision that felt so right at the time, and found odd transfers, small amounts, $200 to $500 here and there, to an account linked to Jenna, dating back to before the proposal and continuing sporadically afterward. Total around $8,000 over a year, hidden among everyday expenses like groceries and utilities. My mind raced, Was this hush money? I drove home early, the scenic route blurring through tears, and confronted him that evening. The showdown happened when I got home. I laid out the evidence on our kitchen table, printouts scattered like puzzle pieces, the room filled with the scent of the takeout he'd ordered as a peace offering. He broke, his shoulders slumping as he admitted the money wasn't random. They were loans for her car repairs and other emergencies because she's like family from their shared history, and he hid them to avoid jealousy, knowing how I'd react to him supporting an ex. But timestamps show one transfer right after their meetup. A payoff? He insisted it was coincidence, that she was going through a rough patch with job loss, and he felt obligated as a decent guy. Digging deeper in the moment, I asked about the pub details. His story shifted again, adding that they shared appetizers and laughed about old inside jokes, which only fueled my suspicions. He's begging for a second chance, promising full transparency moving forward, even suggesting we review finances together monthly. But the trust feels fractured, like a vase glued back together but never quite whole. I'm questioning every late work night, every business trip. Was our entire relationship built on omissions? Update 3. Things spiraled fast after Update 2, the revelations piling up like storm clouds. I demanded Ryan report the situation if there was any blackmail element. He agreed reluctantly, and we went to the local station together, where he explained the loans and the deleted texts. But it backfired spectacularly. Police investigated and found evidence of his original involvement with Jenna's finances. Old bank records she provided willingly, it seems. Turns out, during their breakup, Ryan essentially stole money from her savings for a gambling binge he'd hidden from me too, losing it all on risky bets during a stressful work period and never repaid her fully. She's been holding it over him since, demanding the transfers as reimbursement, which explains the timing after their meetup. He's facing misdemeanor charges now, likely community service and fines, his face ashen as the officer read him his rights. Jenna? She countered with her own report, claiming harassment from Ryan's attempts to silence her, escalating the mess into a web of accusations. Now we're all tangled in legal drama. I hired my own attorney to protect our joint assets, spending hours in a stark office going over documents that once symbolized our unity. Amid this, more truths emerged. During a mediated call, lawyer's idea, conducted over a tense video link, Jenna revealed Ryan saw her multiple times pre-proposal, not just once. Emotional support meetings at various spots around town that crossed lines, including a hotel stay where they talked all night, receipts shown, time-stamped. Ryan denies anything physical but admits flirting to keep her quiet and avoid her blowing up his life. I'm filing for annulment. It feels like fraud from the start. Our vows exchanged under a veil of deceit. He's moved to his brother's cramped apartment, leaving voicemails of sobbing apologies, promising therapy and repayment plans. Friends are shocked, gathering at my place with wine and takeout to offer support. Some side with me fully, others think everyone has pasts and urge reconciliation. The home we bought, with its sunny garden I'd nurtured, putting it on the market, the for sale sign a stark symbol of closure. This betrayal stings deep. How did I miss the signs, the subtle evasions in his stories? Update 4. 3 months since filing. The divorce is final. A quick process in a sterile courtroom. No kids or major assets to fight over beyond splitting the house proceeds evenly after some haggling. Ryan pleaded guilty to the theft charges, got probation, mandatory financial counseling, and restitution orders, paying Jenna back slowly, which he started with side gigs. He's in a recovery program for his gambling habits, claims he's changed profoundly, attending meetings and journaling his regrets. But I've gone no contact after one last talk at a quiet park bench overlooking a serene lake, where he admitted the proposal was rushed to escape his mess and build a clean slate with me, his eyes filled with genuine remorse, but too late to mend the damage. The twist? While sorting through the remaining paperwork in what used to be our shared office, I found Ryan had a secret credit card with debts from his binges, $15,000 racked up on impulsive bets and stress relief purchases, which I narrowly avoided liability for thanks to the annulment ruling it as premarital fraud. It fueled my fresh start. Sold the house at a decent profit despite the market, using my share to relocate to a vibrant coastal town with salty air and endless beaches, where I've switched to a higher-paying clinic job with ocean views from the break room. Started volunteering at local animal shelters, walking dogs along the shore at dawn, which has brought unexpected joy and new friendships with like-minded volunteers. Even tried online dating, a few fun outings to seaside restaurants, sharing laughs over fresh seafood. Nothing serious yet, but a reminder that life moves forward. Pain fades gradually, replaced by empowerment and small victories, like mastering a new recipe solo or watching sunrises that symbolize new beginnings. I dodged a lifetime of secrets and financial pitfalls. If suspicions arise in your relationship, investigate early and thoroughly. It might save your future from crumbling. Reddit, your guidance was a lifeline through the darkest days. Closing this chapter for good.